Brian Tracy, Mastering Time Management for Maximum Productivity. Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list? Ever find yourself staring at a blank screen, wishing you could get more done without sacrificing your sanity? Imagine if you could turn your day into a symphony of productivity, where each note played out perfectly to create a masterpiece of success. That's exactly what Brian Tracy teaches in his masterclass, Mastering Time Management for Maximum Productivity. Let me tell you this, time management isn't just about being efficient, it's about unlocking your full potential and achieving greatness. So here's something you should know. Brian Tracy has spent decades studying the habits of the most successful people and translating their strategies into actionable advice. Here, how he can help you master your time and maximize your productivity. Understanding your priorities. The first step in mastering time management is understanding your priorities. You might think you have everything under control, but often, we're so busy that we lose sight of what truly matters. In one of his talks, Brian shares a story about a man who was running a business, but found himself spending too much time on administrative tasks rather than growing his company. He realized that he had to prioritize his efforts, which led him to hire someone else to handle the routine tasks, allowing him to focus on strategic planning. This shift helped him double the size of his business within a year. Let me tell you this, priorities are not just about what you want to do, but what's important. Ask yourself, what are the things that will make the biggest impact on your life? What goals do you really want to achieve? Once you identify these, you can align your time and energy accordingly. Here's something you should know, setting clear priorities helps you avoid the trap of multitasking, which can actually decrease your productivity. The art of saying no. One of the hardest parts of time management is saying no. We all have those moments when we feel pressured to take on more than we can handle, but remember, there's a limit to what one person can accomplish. Brian Tracy emphasizes the importance of saying no to non-essential requests, even if they come from people we care about deeply. In his book, he shares the story of a woman who was constantly asked to attend social events and meetings that conflicted with her work schedule. She learned to set boundaries and politely decline these invitations, focusing instead on her career and family. This decision freed up her time and allowed her to excel both personally and professionally. Here's something you should know, learning to say no doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you're intentional. It allows you to channel your energy and focus on what truly matters. By doing so, you'll find that you have more time for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. So, whenever you receive a request that feels overwhelming, ask yourself, is this aligned with my priorities? If not, it might be time to consider turning down the offer. Creating a schedule that works for you. Once you've identified your priorities and learned to say no, the next step is creating a schedule that works for you. Brian Tracy advocates for a system called the Eisenhower Matrix, which helps you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. This matrix divides tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By focusing on the urgent and important tasks, you ensure that your most critical responsibilities are addressed promptly. For example, if you have a tight deadline for a project, you should be dedicating significant time to it, while less pressing tasks can be scheduled during your downtime. In his book, Brian Tracy shares a story about a manager who used the Eisenhower Matrix to streamline his workflow. Before implementing the system, He felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of tasks he needed to complete. After sorting them into categories, he was able to delegate some tasks, prioritize others, and eliminate unnecessary ones. This change made his workload manageable and increased his overall productivity. Here's something you should know: creating a schedule that works for you involves knowing your own rhythm and limitations. Some days, you might need to block off longer periods for deep work, while other days, you might prefer shorter bursts of focused activity. Embracing breaks and self-care. While it's crucial to be productive, it's equally important to recognize the value of breaks and self-care. Tracy understands that burnout can quickly derail even the most disciplined schedules. He suggests taking regular breaks throughout the day, even if it's just a few minutes to stretch or meditate. These pauses allow your mind to recharge and refocus, preventing mental fatigue and enhancing overall productivity. In his book, he includes a chapter dedicated to the power of mindfulness, which emphasizes the importance of staying present and avoiding distractions. By practicing mindfulness, you can stay centered and perform better in your tasks. Personal anecdotes can illustrate this point beautifully. I once worked with a client who struggled with chronic stress and low productivity. She would spend hours working on projects without taking a break, only to find herself feeling exhausted and unproductive. Realizing the importance of breaks, she started incorporating short meditation sessions into her daily routine. Within weeks, she noticed a significant improvement in her energy levels and ability to concentrate. Here's something you should know: self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for maintaining long-term productivity and well-being. Leveraging technology wisely. In today's digital age, technology can be both a blessing and a curse. While it offers countless tools and apps designed to help us manage our time efficiently, it can also lead to constant distractions and information overload. Tracy advises using technology wisely by identifying the apps and tools that support your productivity goals and eliminating those that don't. For instance, he suggests using apps like Rescue Time to monitor how you spend your time and identify areas for improvement. By making informed choices about the software you use, you can minimize interruptions and maximize your efficiency. A practical example of leveraging technology comes from a colleague of mine who uses a digital calendar to keep track of appointments and deadlines. This tool ensures that she never misses an important meeting or deadline, freeing up her time to focus on more creative and strategic tasks. Another tip he recommends is setting specific times to check emails and notifications, rather than constantly monitoring them throughout the day. This practice helps maintain focus and prevents the cycle of distraction and reactivity. Here's something you should know: effective time management in the digital age requires mindful selection and utilization of technology. Overcoming procrastination. Procrastination is one of the most common obstacles to productivity, but Tracy provides several strategies to overcome it. One of the key principles he discusses is breaking tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. Instead of seeing a daunting task as an insurmountable obstacle, try to tackle it in small steps. This approach makes the task less overwhelming and easier to start. He also emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision of the end goal, which can serve as motivation to push through the initial resistance. I once had a friend who struggled with procrastination when writing a lengthy report. She found it challenging to start because the task seemed too big. To overcome this, she divided the report into sections, tackling each part individually. By focusing on one section at a time, she gradually built momentum and finished the report well ahead of the deadline. Here's something you should know: breaking tasks into smaller pieces can transform them from overwhelming to achievable, making the process less daunting and more manageable. Cultivating a supportive environment. Finally, cultivating a supportive environment is crucial for sustaining long-term productivity. Brian Tracy believes that having a network of like-minded individuals can provide encouragement, accountability, and new ideas. He suggests finding mentors or joining groups that share similar goals and values. These connections can offer valuable feedback, support, and inspiration, helping you stay motivated and committed to your productivity journey. I recently joined a community of entrepreneurs who meet regularly to share their successes and challenges. This group has become a source of motivation for me, providing constructive criticism and sharing innovative strategies. Knowing that I'm not alone in my pursuit of productivity has made a significant difference in my mindset and actions. Here's something you should know: building a supportive network can amplify your efforts and provide the necessary reinforcement to stay on track. Conclusion. Brian Tracy's teachings on mastering time management are nothing short of transformative. From understanding your priorities to embracing breaks and self-care, each principle he presents is grounded in real-life examples and personal anecdotes that make the concepts relatable and actionable. Remember, the ultimate goal is not just to manage your time effectively, but to unlock your full potential and live a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. So, let's commit to applying these strategies today and watch as your productivity skyrockets, paving the way for greater achievements and happiness. In summary, Brian Tracy's methods offer a comprehensive roadmap for anyone looking to enhance their productivity. By prioritizing, saying no, scheduling wisely, taking breaks, utilizing technology, overcoming procrastination, and fostering a supportive environment, you can transform your approach to time management. Embrace these practices, and you'll find that your journey towards maximum productivity becomes both achievable and rewarding.